Okay, y'all. You've seen my next guest in the New Edition story. You felt his chemistry opposite Gabrielle Union in The Perfect Find, a performance that earned him an NAACP Image Award. And now he's stepping into darker territory with the new thriller, The Gates. But what makes him stand out isn't just the roles. It's how intentional he is about his life, the clarity, the way he moves with purpose in his love, his craft, and his commitment to stories that resonate beyond the screen. Keith Powers is here, y'all, and we're getting into all of it because, baby, this is Keke Palmer. Please welcome Keith Powers.
Hey, Keith! Oh my gosh, I don't know. I didn't realize you cut your hair.
Yes, I did.
What made you cut your hair? Look good, though.
I got tired of it.
Dealing with it,
Yeah.
getting it ready, all
Always,
that grooming.
yeah.
Yes.
Waking up and it's all matted down.
I'm so glad that you here.
Yeah,
It's
glad
like,
to be
I'm like,
here.
that's crazy. It took a minute. Like,
I know.
hey,
I
Keith.
feel like it's the right time to be here too. Anytime I see a show that I'm like, yo, I would love to be on that show, I'm like, it got to be the right time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I feel
You got
it's
a new
good
movie
time.
coming out.
Yep.
A lot of good things going on. I can't wait to get into it with you. But first, we're going to get into these pre-show pull-up questions.
Yeah. Excuse my handwriting. I feel like so many people probably say that.
It's actually better than you would imagine. Like, I feel like mine looks like chicken scratch.
That's me when I was trying. I'm trying very hard for it not to look crazy right there.
So obviously I know your sign because we go way back.
Yeah, yeah.
When we've been friends for like 10, since I was like 21. I feel like I met you when I was like
It's
20,
been a
21.
minute,
It's
yes.
been forever. So I
That's
already knew
crazy.
you were on the Leo Virgo cusp.
Yes.
But your big three.
Yeah.
Leo, Sag, Gemini. So
That's
do you
kinda
feel
crazy.
more defined? Like you take the Leo more than the Virgo, you think?
I don't know. I feel like it go back and forth. Like I feel like when I was younger, it was more Leo.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was Leo on the outside, but at home it was more Virgo.
Well, Virgos are homebodies.
You know what I'm saying? And as I've gotten older, I just feel like it's more Virgo.
Yes,
I'ma
because I
be
feel like
real.
now you be repping the Virgo.
Low key, I do.
Low key.
I do, but people get mad at me. If I told somebody I was a Leo before, they'd be like, bro, you're a Leo. I'm like, I'm both, bro.
And then the Sag of it all. Your Sag is the moon.
my
that the-
Gemini is in the moon.
Your Gemini is the moon and your Sag is the rising.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a Sag moon. And my
Wow.
rising is a Cancer. That's a lot going on with me.
That's a lot going on.
How do you feel that the Gemini plays out? Do you connect to the Gemini of it all?
I feel like I do. I don't know too much about Geminis, though. I just know that a lot of my favorite rappers are Geminis.
Okay, Tupac Shakur.
Tupac Shakur,
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yes,
You know
Kendrick
what
Lamar,
I'm
Gemini.
saying? Yeah.
Prince, I know he's not a rapper, but he is a
yep.
popular Gemini.
No, facts. So-
What are you most grateful for today? You said my family and life itself.
Yeah.
I feel like anybody that knows you, that's the vibe.
Yeah,
you are
yeah, all
so
day.
close to your family. I remember when I
Yeah.
just met your mom and your dad at, was it Ryan's
Ryan
birthday?
birthday,
A couple
yeah.
years ago. And you was like, it was very church. Like I was living, I'm like, that is so cute. You're so like family, community. I love that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
A relationship or friendship non-negotiable for you to be yourself. Some people do be out here not being themselves.
Yeah, I just feel like it's easier when you just you unapologetically and we ain't got to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? You
Yes.
ain't got to show off. I just used this song on my last post, that Kendrick Lamar, You Ain't Got to Lie to Kick It.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just be you.
It's like, and it's a hard thing to approach because sometimes I've
Yeah.
had, relationships with people where it's like, I really do think you're dope, but you do this thing where you don't think you're dope.
Yeah.
And so now, how am I supposed to tell you that?
Yeah, then it's awkward too. Like, just be you. Like, you good. Like, you good around me. Please just be you. Because it makes it more fun, honestly.
Yes,
So,
I feel like especially now at our age now, we're seeing a lot of that. Like in our early 20s, it was like we playing, we kicking it. But then now we getting in our 30s, it's like, it's time to be serious. Like whatever avatar you were using before, like we have to change it. Like I feel that approaching me. What's a question you wish you were asked more in interviews? I don't have one that stands out. Yeah, a lot of people say that.
That's a tough one because
Yeah.
I'm always more so, I never just leave an interview like, man, I wish they would have asked this. It's more like, dang, they asked a dope question. I was not expecting that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
You're here for the vibes of it all.
yeah, I'm here for the vibes.
Okay, who is someone you've met that made you feel starstruck? You met Frank Ocean. I
So-
met Frank Ocean once, and I also gagged. He's
So
really
look,
gaggy.
I didn't meet him. I seen him. I was with Ryan. We was at Coachella. We had just got done seeing, we was on our way to see SZA. And everybody, he had on a mask. This is before, COVID, he had on a mask. And I knew it was him. I said, yo, Ryan, that's Frank. She was like, Keith, relax. I'm like, no.
That's Frank.
Yo, hold on. That's
No, because why? Because this is the thing about Frank, is that his music is so global.
Yes.
Like it has the R&B, but then it also has the alternative. Then it also has like the funk. He just hits it on every accord.
And you feel like you're never going to see him out.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, that's Frank. She was like, relax. Ryan was embarrassed.
I really wonder like what he's doing right now and if he cares that we miss him so much.
I know, right? He just living his life. And then I put Beyonce and Denzel and Will too.
Wait a minute. So tell me the story of meeting Beyonce, Denzel, and Will.
I met Beyonce for the first time at Michael B. Jordan's party, I think, birthday party in 2019.
I love that Michael just had her casually showing up.
Yeah, right? It was
Michael
Beyonce.
B.
That was crazy. It was Beyonce and Jay-Z. I met her that night. I tried to play it cool. Me and Ryan actually met her for the first time. And then,
gosh.
Yeah, and then I never met Denzel, but I seen him at the ABFF honors, and he just walked through. So
I love the ABFF honors.
Right?
That is a wonderful event.
No
Food
facts.
is always slamming.
Food good. Everybody looks so nice.
You know,
it's bright in there.
And then they have that moment where everybody walk around and get real church.
No facts.
Because like we got to sit back down, y'all. The show got to go on.
No facts. But Denzel walked through there, and I was just like, bro, that's Zell. What?
Not Zell. Y'all tight like that.
That's how I feel.
That's Zell.
That's Unc
I
for
live
real.
for Zell.
He don't even know he Unc.
He don't even know.
He Unc all day. And then I met Will Smith in a table read, actually, randomly.
I know
table
that's
read.
right.
Not,
Doing a table read with Will Smith, okay?
No, that was dope. When I met him, I was just like, yo, that's Will. So yeah, those are the four that stick out.
I feel like Will Smith is so Will Smithy. It's like
He
the
is.
same thing I think about Tom Hanks, where it's like
Yeah.
y'all are just y'all. Like it's
No,
like
that's
Will's like,
facts.
what's up?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Will. Like he's so Will. What's a mantra you live by and why? Stay ready. You ain't gotta be ready.
Facts.
That's also me.
For real?
Because honey, I'm staying ready at all times.
Yeah, no, you really do. So you ain't never got to get ready.
Do you feel like that's something you grew up learning? I mean, I know you played
Yeah.
football. I feel like that is also very athletic
It
minded,
really is.
you know?
Yeah, my dad used to just say it all the time.
Yeah.
Stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Period.
And I needed that for my, I was serial procrastinator. And I never really moved with intention, like growing up. And I just feel like looking now, I'm like, I see what Pops was saying. You stay
You
ready.
seem like such an intentional person in my mind too, so it's crazy to hear you say that.
I just really got there like around my 30s.
Yeah.
Like to really understand what it means to be intentional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've always had goals, but like that, now I feel like I move with intention for sure. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get into that, but I want to start at the beginning because you were born in Sacramento.
Yep.
And you're the oldest of four.
Yes.
I have not seen all of your like four boys, four.
It's so okay.
Let's get
So
into
I
it.
have
See, there's a story here.
I have two sisters and two brothers.
Okay.
So 5 of us total.
All right.
My older brother I just found out about in 2017. Yes.
Your older brother.
Yes.
Who's the brother that's fine with you all the time that I see with the locks?
That's Kevin.
He knows I believe this. Your brother is fine. You remember Smart Guy? Your brother is smart. Yes, very handsome young man.
Yo, yes, that's my little brother. And then I have a little sister who is 26.
Okay.
Her name is Kaylin. And then I have a 13-year-old sister who is Skylar.
Okay.
Yes.
Parents kept going.
Yes, they did.
Now, are they still in Sacramento? I know
Yeah.
Kevin's here.
Yeah, my sisters are, and my older brother is still in Sacramento.
Okay. So growing up, what was it like? You were in sports, y'all was always kicking it, family very close, tight-knit.
Yeah, like it was really community based. I played sports growing up. I feel like I played sports because that's what I seen around me.
Sure.
Like, I mean, I seen the streets, but then I seen sports and sports is more glamorous. Like, of course, so I played sports and like just growing up with a lot of kids, like a lot of cousins. I already had a lot of siblings. I had a lot of, I'm blessed to have all my grandparents, except for my great-grandparents who just passed. Yeah, it's crazy to think about. So like, it was just always going house to house. You know what I'm saying? So that was just my upbringing. I think that's why family matters so much to me like that. Like, it's very important. Like, it stresses me out if I feel like I'm having a good time in my life or I'm doing something successful and my family got to be good in order for me to truly feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just, the upbringing was just all about community.
And it seems like your family is very much so a part of everything that you do.
Oh, for sure.
And I could see that I'm this same way where I'm thinking about them with every move I make because I can't embarrass y'all.
Yeah, no.
Like, I cannot
facts.
do the wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
How did entertainment find its way to you? Because I know you said entertainment was always the dream, but doing sports, even though I do think sports is entertainment as well. It's sport, but it's also entertainment. We show up, all that type of stuff. When did you know that maybe you wanted to take it a step further?
I would, honestly, after high school, football didn't work out and I was lost, to be real.
Yeah.
And I had got recruited by a modeling agency in San Francisco.
Yeah.
It was called a Look Agency at the time. And they recruited me, said they liked my look. At the time, I'm like, what am I going to do in NorCal model? Like, it didn't sound, it was too close to home to feel like it was going to do anything.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I just got to leave. I ended up leaving leaving to LA. My godmom stayed out here. My dad said he was going to be trucking from Northern California to Southern California. I was like, I'm going with you. And I went with him. And in my agency out here, in San Francisco, they were just like, it was JE Model, actually. It was Look Agency when I was 9, because I modeled when I was 9. This is crazy.
Yeah,
I know that's a whole
I
other
want
thing.
some photos from them, 9-year-old.
I know, I got to find them. And then I stopped because my mom was like, you either doing this or playing sports. I was like, I'm playing sports.
Right.
So then it was JE Model later. I left. JE Model was like, why did you leave without telling us? Because they were like, we could recommend you to other
people
you know
over
what
there
I'm
in
saying?
LA, yes.
And then they end up recommending me to Wilhelmina. And that's how I got into the industry. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems, I don't know a lot about the modeling world. Like, I feel like many of us, we look on, I'm in entertainment, and I've had friends of mine be like, hey, do you know anybody help with the model? It's a totally different world.
It's very different.
So what was it like being a model?
Being a model, at first it was just like, it was a culture shock for me at first.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I couldn't really be myself when I would pull up to like auditions and stuff. And I always stayed with my face shaved, my hair low. That was my look.
Yeah.
I didn't have no tattoos at the time. And I just felt like I need to stay like this so I could work.
I'm not
I was
mad.
like, I can't grow out my hair. And I wanted to, but I was just like, I don't know how I'll be accepted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it sucks that you kind of got to like do that. And I wasn't like acting different or anything, but I feel like I took a step back into like the corner when I walked into those spaces. I didn't really like own a room. You feel what I'm saying? I was just like middle of the pack. Let me make sure I do what I got to do so I can make my money, go back home, chill, be comfortable. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I was. But it was actually really cool. Like, I met a lot of people. Being a model really opened like my mind to more people in the, like, different people in the world, variety of people.
Probably because you had to do so much traveling too. I'd imagine you were exposed to a lot.
A lot. And I just met really beautiful people where I was like, it like helped with my empathy, I would say.
Wow.
I really would say, because I feel like I was meeting people that I wasn't meeting back home, and they were telling me stories, and I was just like, bro, that's crazy. Like, I grew up in a very closed-minded environment. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So to meet certain people, I was just like, dang, I really love your story, and I can relate to it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like, I feel that, even where I'm coming from, and I think that's what I really loved about the modeling industry. And then on top of that, you got the castings and stuff and how the industry goes and booking campaigns, and you got commercial modeling versus high fashion modeling.
Wow.
Is just,
did you ever have a preference? I feel like when you're on the carpets now, it's giving high fashion all the way.
High fashion?
Yeah, like it's giving so I don't know if you were mostly commercial or.
I think for the look, fashion, but commercial used to pay.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Commercial used to pay. Yeah, like I'd do commercial any day, but I felt like fashion for your portfolio, I was like, yeah, you see, I just did that right there. It didn't really get paid nothing, but it just looked cooler. So.
How them fashion magazines is true.
Yeah.
Speaking of empathy, you've called your dad the most significant man in my life, and I feel the same way about my dad. But what do you feel like he really protected you from growing up? And how he's impacted the man you've become today.
Yeah, I love my dad so much. My dad is so flawed. We're all flawed.
Exactly.
But my dad is flawed, and he lays it out on the table for you. I could really respect that about my dad, and we might bump heads about how we think about things, but he's going to listen to what you have to say. Like, my dad was always the one that just would say certain things to me young to make sure I stayed grounded. Like, always, he used to just be like, it was a stay ready, you ain't got to get ready thing. But then he used to always tell me this when I was younger. He used to be like, you need to slow your life down. I'm like, Dad, what are you talking? Like, you at like 16, 17, like, what are you talking? He's like, some days just get on the bus. He used to tell me this when I first moved to LA, just get on the bus and just sit and just watch people. I didn't know what he was talking about until now. I'm like, yo, Pops, that was real. Like, he used to always just be like, you just got to slow your life down and just enjoy it. He was like, because it's going to go, and you're going to look back and be like, dang, I really wish I just would have paused. You know what I'm saying? And my dad, was so funny about him saying that he lived a fast life.
Right. Well, that's probably, he must have been speaking from the experience of things.
Exactly.
He's like, I don't want my son to have to.
That's one thing my dad would do. He would preach the opposite of what he was living to protect us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So even if I didn't feel like he was practicing what he preached all the way, I knew it was coming from a place of like, I'm figuring this out, and I need you to know it when you get to this age. Because my dad was 20 years old when he had me, and my mom was like 17, 18. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, like I watch my parents grow and I watch my dad grow and go through things, and he'll come back to me like, you need to do this. You know what I'm saying? That's so important to me, because I can sit here and tell you what my dad needed to work on, but at the same time, he did a lot. Like, and I really appreciate that, because it's tough. I'm looking now, like, you know, growing up, we'd be like, we're going to have like 5 kids, 10
Oh my
kids.
gosh. That has changed.
Yo.
Because it's really a lot with these kids. When we think, my parents, I'm one of 4.
Okay, yeah.
And my parents still young, got married, you know, same family, similar vibe as your family, honestly. When I think about them at my age already having all these damn kids.
There's no way.
What were they doing, y'all?
There's no way. I applaud you parents, Keke. I applaud y'all.
And I applaud the Powers parents too.
Sure.
How do you feel like having that relationship helped you with vulnerability? And I ask because I feel like you're somebody, as a young Black man out there, that speaks on a lot of stuff that I think, you know, a lot of people don't. And I've always thought to myself that, like, the relationship with a father and son, especially when the son is able to see how his father expresses vulnerability, I think it's just a really powerful thing for young men to see. How do you feel that has, you know, helped you in that regard?
To be honest with you, my dad is not the most vulnerable person.
Yeah.
Like, he won't let you see him cry. He keep a lot of stuff in, to be real. I think what helped me, and this is crazy, I think what helped me mostly understand and become more vulnerable and be able to talk about things and be more transparent is online, is the internet, is hearing other people's stories. I'm gonna be real, because I grew up really with the idea, like, my dad used to always say, don't let nobody see you sweat. Yeah. And I would confuse that with, like, I can't cry in front of people. Yeah. You know, I was a crybaby growing up. And I feel like I put up a wall because my parents used to always be like, you cry too much. Aww. So I ended up putting up a wall, and I realized how heavy that wall was once I started going to therapy. And I'm like, dang, I was really like, I was not told to put this wall up, but basically I was told to put this wall up. And now it's like, damn, how do I break this down and be more open as a person and be able to speak on my emotions and stuff? And I think, like, my dad is not the best at that. Yeah. But I'm better at that. And I like, when we talk now, it feels like he could be vulnerable. Yeah. Like, without even second guessing or feeling like, oh, I shouldn't probably say this to my son. And I think that's because I'm so open to that now.
I love what you said, because I do feel like our generation, like, we are such digital kids. I mean, I'm sure you feel like MySpace, like Facebook. I had a MySpace page at 12, 13. And I feel like it really helped me. It really did help me to learn how to talk, and also just build my space, build my world where I could actually, like, try stuff out and figure out who I am. And so I really love that. Like, when you decided to start doing therapy, was that something that the people around you were speaking of, or were you seeing it online and said, well, let me give it a little try? How did you, make your way there?
I was seeing it online, hearing my friends go, was feeling like I went through a little depression at one point, and I didn't know it was depression. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing. How old were you? When I went through that, I think I was like 24, 25. Yeah. And I think when I went through that, I didn't know what it was. And I didn't know my whole life I had anxiety. So I started learning about this stuff, and then I was like, I need to go to therapy. I need to talk to somebody about this. Those words be feeling
like we in the movie Conjuring.
No, for sure.
Naming the demon in our lives. Anxiety, depression.
No, PTSD, all that, for real. Like, it's real. So I was like, that's why stories are so important. Yes. Because I'm hearing other people's story, and I'm like, that's me. Yes. Like, yo, I'm going through that same thing. Now I'm looking online, like, therapists near you. Yeah. Therapists,
That's the same way it was for me. Like, literally just putting in words. I remember I used to love this website called thinkexist.com, and I would put in like a vibe or something I was feeling, and I would get all these philosopher quotes, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So this is a way that people in humanity feels and has dealt with over the course of time. Yes. And it really minimizes what we're worried about, because we realize we're not alone.
Yeah, that's the best feeling. To know, like, oh, okay, so all these people I look up to going through the same thing. Yeah. So, okay. So I just got to find a way to cope with it and just understand it, really, because it's just life. You know what I'm saying? Life. You just got to know that you're going to run into this. It's like, how do you find peace within it and get better and deal with it in a healthy way.
Yeah. I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah. Going back to Wilhelmina, that agency, they're the ones who first mentioned it, or maybe not first mentioned it, but said, hey, do you want to branch off into acting? Is that correct?
Yeah, I had an agent at Wilhelmina that was just like, you ever thought about acting? I was like, yeah, but I didn't think I was going to actually act. I was in Sacramento. I remember they used to do these Disney, I don't know if you remember, they used to have these Disney commercials where they would show you somebody who booked.
Yes.
And then it would show their audition process.
Yeah.
I don't know how real that was. They could have shot that after and made
I think it would always be like a once in a lifetime thing. And then that company would keep on getting more money to be like, we found Hillary Duff. And it's like, no, the hell y'all didn't.
No, facts. So I would see like kids doing like little front flips on the ground and stuff for roles. And I'm like, man, I want to do that. Like, but in my head, I'm like, it's no way how can I do that where I'm at?
Yeah.
But yeah, she was just like, she asked me and I was like, yeah, like, heck yeah. Like what? And then that's when she introduced me to my first boutique agency, who was a commercial agent at the time. Mm-hmm. So I just started off doing like commercial auditions.
Yeah.
And they were so awkward and crazy. And I was like, what is this?
What was you doing up in them?
Man, it was one audition where we had to act like we was diving into water. But we were in a room.
Right here, like this.
It was crazy. So we had to act like we was in line waiting to jump off the diving board. And he's like, y'all ready? Yeah, we ready. Let's go. And then we'll just jump and literally just like squat on the floor, get up, but then you can't get too high so the camera see. You got to squat off.
Why do they have us do all this crazy stuff?
Crazy.
It's like, why are we up in this room doing this?
No, for sure.
For a job.
For a
honey.
job.
For a job.
Yep. We was going to make it happen for a job.
When did it become something where it's like, okay, now I got lines and now there's a script I got to read?
Yeah, that was once I was blessed enough for my boutique agency to become a TV and film agency as well.
Okay.
So they were they just moved me right over, and then I was going out for auditions, and that was like, oh man, I got a lot of auditions from back then, like the early self tapes, because we wasn't doing self tapes like that. I got them still.
I got them still.
Like, I look at them and just laugh because the stakes are so high when you first start. You know what I'm saying?
It's so high.
You got to learn to like do it and move on. Mm-hmm. But then like, no, like that was like the month highlight. Like, yo, I got this audition.
Yeah. Did you prefer the tapes or the in-persons? I remember going to so many when I was a kid. And then as I got it to be a young adult, it was very little in person. Mm-hmm. Everything was...
Yeah, I feel like when you started too, it was like prime too of like...
It was like so OG.
I feel like when I started, it was a lot of in person. And I hated in person during that time. Yeah. And unless I felt like I really had a chance to get it.
Yeah.
Like get the job. But I would say now I miss in person.
Yeah.
Like I took that for granted. I miss walking in and seeing 20 people look like you.
Yeah, to be like, hey,
what up?
I didn't know you was going out for this.
Yeah.
That is very Hollywood Shuffle. Have you seen? You know, it's like, hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Okay, yeah, me too.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
You going to the next one? And then everybody trying to figure each other out too.
Yeah.
They size each other up. Like, so you just came from one? Which one was that one?
My
I didn't have that one.
That was the moment in the vibe. It was very much community building, especially for us young Black actors.
Yep.
I remember, like, you know Chelsea Tavares?
Mm-hmm.
So Robin Tavares, her mom, when we were kids, my mom, we would go on auditions and we would start seeing the same people all the time.
Yep.
That's literally, Robin Tavares is how we got our whole like child actor of young Black actors community, because she would host parties and she would say, hey y'all, did y'all hear about this movie? Like, make sure your daughter auditions. Like,
that is so fire.
Shout out to Chelsea Tavares. Shout out to Robert Tavares. They literally, we just celebrated my son's birthday, but it's like that community stuff is everything.
Yeah, no, I've met a lot of friends in those auditions. That's how I met Mel.
Oh my
Melvin
gosh.
Gregg. I met Melvin in a commercial audition.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember he had like a shirt on. That's when we all used to wear like the same thing too. It was like the color shirt, the skinny jeans with the boots.
No.
Like,
and the silhouette of that was also insane.
Yeah, it was.
Because why a boot with a skinny?
Why a boot?
I mean, I guess it was kind of punk.
No facts.
You guys are kind of giving like one, you know.
Cause tonight will be the night.
Yes.
No facts. No,
that's so funny.
That is hilarious. Like, we all had the same silhouette. So I remember meeting Mel at one of those. But yeah, we met friends.
And I remember all y'all used to always go to this one barber that was right up in Fairfield. I don't know who this barber. I would see so many, you know, because I would be dating some people. I mean, we'd be at the barbershop. And I'd be like, oh, that's the dude. Oh, and I was like, this is the actor barbershop?
Yeah.
Like, why there's so many celebrities?
Whoa, I think you just unlocked a memory.
Yes.
I forgot about that barbershop. I didn't even go, but I just heard about a lot of people going there.
Everybody went to this barbershop. It was a hangout.
What in the world?
Barbershops be like that, though.
No, dude.
Okay, so when was the point that you were like, oh, I model, but like now I'm really an actor, where it became the front runner in terms of your career?
I feel like I used to battle. I mean, I feel like always battle with a little imposter syndrome. Like
Sure.
that's just what I battle with. But I feel like at that time, when I was a model getting into acting and going into those, it was acting classes that made me feel like that. I was just saying that. It was acting classes where I was like, okay, I could say I'm an actor. But it would be times where I would be in those acting classes and I would see these aspiring actors who really live, sleep, drink, breathe acting. You know what I'm saying? So I never felt comfortable calling myself an actor at first because I was like, I need to get like that. Because they really respect the craft and they don't just, of course they want to get in the business. Like, of course we want to do this on a higher level, but they acting wherever.
Yes.
Like they're like how you would play pickup basketball. If you threw some dialogue down on the paper, some sizes, getting after it, like off rip.
Seriously, that was definitely like, I feel like that's, even though I didn't go to like, school for acting or anything like that, I was using every opportunity to act. And that's why I fell in love with digital. Like the whole Vine, the whole Instagram, like I was like, I'm acting on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I love about what you do, Keke, because you've done stuff on a higher level, but you gonna always take like the chance to act whatever platform that is, and I can respect that. That's like on some athlete stuff. That's really like, yo, we going to the park and we just gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. Like that's fire, and I feel like I would see like aspiring actors like that. Like I said in classes like that, and I would have empathy for that because I'm like, man, I'm blessed enough to even have auditions weekly.
Yes.
They can't see an audition. So I didn't call myself an actor for a minute. It wasn't until like my third class, like I'm talking not like class within a class.
Yes.
Like my third acting class I switched to where I was like, okay, now I'm an actor.
Yeah. And the acting class is like, what do they have y'all doing up in there?
Man, when you're doing Meisner, is that repetition?
So what it do?
Like if you say something to me and like if I say, your shirt is white, and you be like, my shirt is white. I'd be like, your shirt is white.
Okay, and then we find different ways to say it.
Different ways
okay, wait,
to say
let's go.
it.
Okay,
All right, let's do it.
My shirt is white.
Your shirt is white.
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 Yes! I'm with the miser of it all. So that's one of his main gags.
Yes, that was what repetition was. Something like we would do that in class, and it would get super awkward sometimes. Like somebody would start off a question that's just crazy. Like I remember I had on the Nike Tech sweatsuit, and this one girl was like, "Why are you dressed like an assassin?" I wanted to say, Then I had to respond. I was like, "Oh, Steph, like what you mean? It's a Nike Tech. Like what you talking about?" It just got really awkward in some classes. But
oh my gosh, yeah, I always would think about what's going on because in my mind, I know sometimes the classes they'll have y'all going so deep, and now you're crying, and you damn near need somebody to pick you up.
No, like it used to be therapy for real. I remember like that was one. I remember crying in one of my classes for the first time, and like I was just sitting there like embarrassed after. But they loved it and everything. But it was like, no, that's beautiful that you felt vulnerable enough to even like to get to that place. But I was like, nah, I need to go see a therapist after that. Was crazy.
And was it in a scene or was it an improv session?
It was like an improv session. Mm-hmm. It was like getting to that place.
Yeah, find that place. Yeah. So you're thinking about a lot of different things.
You just think about a lot.
The crying thing is really, it's really a thing, right? Because when I was younger, I would honestly be thinking about the worst possible.
Yeah.
You know, my mom was, because I was a kid, so I didn't have a lot of tools of experience to know how to cry from. You know what I mean? What would make me sad. Yeah. And so it would be like, something happened to your father. Like
yeah, like you had to take it there. Poor young Keke.
I used my grandma so many times. When she passed, I was like, she's gone. Because it was so many times that I had to think about her being gone. It's actually kind of weird. Like, damn, but that was like the early years of me finding the ways of knowing how to cry. It wasn't until I became like, I remember Angela Bassett taught me a really good form that I didn't really settle in until my older years, where she really just helped me to connect to what my character was going through.
Yeah.
To my own situation. So, okay, Dr. Larrabee can't be for the B. Dr. Larrabee in your life is your mom. Yep. If your mom can't take you to your auditions, how would that make you feel? Then it's like, it's more real as opposed to having to catastrophize everything.
Yeah. And you're already an empath too, so it's really just about finding what that feeling is and just, you know what I'm saying? They go hand in hand, and and I feel like that's a more healthier way.
Way more.
When you just
I was like emotionally I'm at 9, like somebody died.
yeah, exactly. That's crazy. That's crazy. 9 is so young.
It was too much. I was literally on that. Okay. You were in Straight Outta Compton. That must have been crazy getting the call that you made it into that movie. I mean, cultural impact. This is Black history. This is American history.
Yep.
What were you thinking?
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
You know your girl loves to travel. Some of my favorite trips have been with my fam to far-off places like Rome. But this spring, we're eyeing a more local spot like South Carolina because our non-negotiables are delicious food and a beach where we can have fun but also get some much-needed R&R. And when I'm planning where we're going to stay, I'm not only thinking about logistics like where is everyone going to sleep, but also how can I really experience the place I'm visiting? That's why I book a stay on Airbnb for family trips. We get to stay in neighborhoods where locals actually live and really connect with the city through authentic experiences. Plus, everyone can spread out with separate bedrooms. Like, my son's bedtime doesn't have to be my bedtime. And we've got a real kitchen to cook some meals together if we end up staying in. It's also way more cost-effective than booking multiple hotel rooms. We all get our own space, but still come together to create those genuine memories. For that kind of trip, hotels just don't give us what we need. Find a home for your next family adventure on Airbnb. You know what I love? When people show up with genuine intentions, especially when it comes to dating. My girls and I were just talking about how the best connections happen when someone puts in real effort from the jump. And Bumble is definitely onto something because they're making it easy to find people who really want to get to know and date the real you from the beginning. Through features like Bumble Compliments, someone can show genuine interest in something on your profile, like your love of cooking or that cute hiking photo. I see you, boo. All before you even match. That kind of meaningful connection changes the whole vibe. That's why it's the dating app my girlfriends use and trust. And let's talk about safety because that matters. Bumble has photo verification and ID verification built right in. You can be at ease knowing the person you're chatting with is actually who they say they are. That peace of mind, it's a non-negotiable. Ready to connect with people who bring the same energy as you? Download Bumble now.
It was actually my old acting coach who passed away, Dustin Felder.
Oh, shout out to Dustin Felder.
Dustin Felder was the one who told me I booked the job before he was supposed to tell me.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my, because he just knew he was the inside.
He knew. And because he was the acting coach. No, well, he knew he was the inside because he was the acting coach on set too.
Okay.
And so he told me he wasn't supposed to tell me. And I was like, bro, it's no way I just booked this. But what's so funny is when I auditioned for Straight Outta Compton, it was a self-tape that I did in Milan after a Calvin Klein show.
Come on. Yes, kid.
I had my they used to put us I'm looking at the camera. They used to put models in one room. Like 4 models with the roll-in beds.
Oh my God.
One model I became friends with, I said, yo, bro, I need you to read this audition for me. White dude, I forgot where he was from. You have to read the Straight Outta Compton audition for me, right? Mind you, you know, the lines get to a part where you guys say the N-word. He said, Keith, I said, yeah, no, you ain't got to say all that. Just skip over that and just keep it going and everything's going to be good. But we did it. It was great. But that's how I end up, I got a call to come in to read for F. Gary Gray after that. But that was, it was just so funny to be on that grind of like doing it in Milan, then reading for F. Gary Gray, and then my acting coach spilling the beans on accident. It was just a crazy process, but it was lovely.
I mean, you played Dr.
happy.
Dre's brother.
Yeah.
Your middle name Tyree, character name Tyree.
My older brother's name is Tyree too, actually.
That's crazy.
Insane. That's insane.
Tyree is up in here.
Tyree is crazy. Tyree is so specific too.
It's so black. It's like
is.
Tyree.
It's very.
You know what I mean?
very.
It's almost like Tyreek. No. So why did I go there? Y'all just saw my mind. That's what my mind be doing. It's crazy.
We love it.
So what was it like on the set? Like, was y'all laughing? Was y'all all serious as hell?
I was serious because I didn't want to get fired. But everybody else was like laughing and joking and like everybody was really cool though. Like Corey Hawkins, real thespian, locked in. But he also had a lot of fun. Jason had a lot of fun. It was O'Shea's first job.
Can you imagine O'Shea? I'm being my dad.
I know, that's crazy. And he was killing it. Like he was super cool. I feel like O'Shea, he was the most relatable for me because I mean, he just played video games, loves sports, and then Aldous Hodge. I love Aldous.
I love Aldous.
Man,
shout out
like,
to him. He's got a great show out on
That's where I met Aldous, Nate. It was a great set, and then like, but people would visit that set where it was like, yo, this is a regular day on set, and people just pulling up. I remember like Steve Nash pulled up one time. I'm like, what?
How y'all
like,
even know him?
I'm like, yo, it was just hip hop. Snoop would pull up. Everyone would just pull up, and I was like, this is crazy, but at the same time, I was like, okay, this is real. Like, this movie is going, like, it's a lot being put into this film, and I can't get fired.
And being so close to the people and the history of it, I think one thing we like when I think about hip hop, I think about like rock and roll. Like this might as well have been like a movie about Guns N' Roses. Like this is like literally the beginning of what became one of the biggest things in pop culture. Yep. So see, like, did it click? Like, was you pinch yourself like, damn, like I'm really, like this is like history that I'm.
Yeah, I think it was the premiere.
Yeah.
Even though it hadn't come out yet, I think the premiere is what. First of all, that theater was huge. I forgot exactly what theater we were at.
Chinese Man's?
Was it? I can't remember, but it was a lot of people there. It was a lot of people. And I remember just like my part coming up and the theater was laughing. And I was like, yo, but I just felt like the whole time people were loving the film. And in my head, I'm like, whoa, I think I'm a part of history with this one. Even this little small part, like just to be in it. Because I'm going to watch it anyway. So the fact you get to watch yourself.
See?
Like, what? I was juiced, so.
And you've done it like twice. I mean, like the New Edition movie. Mm-hmm. That was crazy. Big moment in culture. I mean, you play Ronnie DeVoe. Mm-hmm. Like, tell me what that experience was like and the process of getting that role.
That process was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I was the last person to be cast, and I had to learn how to. I don't dance like I really don't dance. So I had to learn like 6 routines.
That's all they was doing was dancing.
That's all. I had to learn that in 2 weeks.
Wow.
And everyone was already cast. Like everyone was set. I was the last person. So I was going into these rehearsals really stressed out. I remember like having dreams about the dance moves. I would wake up like kind of like moving my arms. Like they just.
This feels very Virgo.
No facts.
I know that you're Leo Plus, but like this is like me. I'm doing going to my head.
Yes, I was like going through it, and Woody helped me. Woody McClain helped me. Shout out Woody. Woody came over. He showed me some moves. He really helped me. And then like we went to do the audition, and I was like, bro, I'm not about to book this. Like I was like, I can't. These moves are crazy, but I got through it. They ended up telling me last that I booked it. Everybody from BET, my castmates came out, clapped and everything. But that process was like really stressful for me because I do not do choreography.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I couldn't even think about the acting at first. I was like, how am I going to get through these dance moves?
Right.
But it was one of those things where it was like, you go through that for a reason.
Yeah.
You look back and now I'm proud of it. Like,
you know what I just thought about? Brashear was in there.
Yes.
Had you ever spoken to him again? I know he's going through a lot. Did you guys ever speak again? I haven't seen him in ages.
I haven't spoken to Bryce Shear in a minute. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, the last time was really during that time.
Yeah,
and that was crazy. Yeah, it was all of it. Even the younger, like Caleb and everybody, and Miles True.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like Jahi. It was just like we had such a cast.
Jahi Winston. Yes, I love Jahi.
Our cast is insane. Like.
It's so good. I mean, doing those films, what did you take away on making sure that you're telling Black story with honesty and then obviously the integrity?
I learned that it's important, obviously, and it's like, but I also learned that it could be like kind of difficult because everyone also has their own point of view about what happened at that time.
Yes.
So it's like you have to find a middle ground. You got all the members who are alive today who I love so much, Bobby, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Connie, everybody like
Bobby, Ricky and Mike. Yes.
I love them so much, and they were so like cooperative of like making sure the story was right. And even if they disagreed on some things, they figure it out. That's why they're still able to tour today. Everything that they've been through, it's crazy how they could go do solo projects and then come back together, still do a New Edition project and go back. So it's like they a family though. Brooke Payne instilled that, and I feel like doing a biopic about them, it's easy for them to come in and be like, oh no, this is what I remember. And that's their truth. You can't say that but then how do you put that in TV form, film form, you know what I'm saying, in the script and still keep the integrity and stuff. And it's tough, but I mean, kudos to New Edition for just like being there and making sure it was on point and not bumping heads to the point where we couldn't get stuff in the film that makes the series what it is today. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you guys did an incredible job, but it can be a lot playing iconic people.
Yeah, definitely.
Like even when I remember when I did TLC, when we got casted, everybody on Twitter was like, "And why would you?"
Yeah.
But then when the movie came out, they were like, "We love, we love the movie." You know, I have people to this day, but it can be, when you're playing somebody that everybody loves, it's like you gotta really.
When our first casting picture dropped, people was roasting. I remember I was like, dang, they don't think we
not even
give us a chance. But that was when I was younger too. So I'm like, hey, we ain't showed you nothing yet. Y'all ain't get to see the wigs or nothing yet.
Not
this
the
before
wigs.
they seen the wigs, they was already.
Because it'd be like that. But it's really, it always ends up turning out, and you guys did a great job with
Thank
that.
you.
Now, when you did your Teen Vogue New Hollywood cover, you said, I'm built for this now. I'm ready for it. I'm curious of what clicked for you where you said, you know what, I'm ready for success, because success is a lot.
Yeah.
Whether it's fame, more visibility, more money, access, it can be a lot for somebody to handle.
Yeah. I think it's just me just understanding. I like to say this thing of I'm confident in who I'm not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm confident knowing that I don't have to be something. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly who I am. So coming into the industry was always about finding validation in any way possible. Just to feel accepted and keep working. It was just like, I'm not gonna do nothing to
Your integrity.
go against my integrity and nothing like that. But it was just still like, I just wasn't confident in anything that I was doing, you know? And it took time for me to, you know what you gotta go? You gotta go through like booking something and thinking it's gonna be like the marvel of everything, right? And it's just gonna change your life forever. And you gotta go through hitting that wall and then feeling like, dang, what happened? But then realizing like the gift was in doing it and meeting the people. You know what I'm saying?
And what you just said is, I really hope people really take that in, because nobody remembers Oprah Winfrey and says that one episode.
Yes, no facts.
We don't even think of, because you know what? It was a collection of moments.
Yes.
It was
No, for real.
many episodes. It was so
That's
many, critical moments in anybody's career that we can imagine. And when Fresh Prince of Bel-Air came out, people loved the show. It was a popular show, but that ain't the only thing you think about when we think about why we love Will Smith.
Exactly.
That's one of the moments where we fell in love with him. And I do think as young entertainers, like, we've got to remember that, and we've got to tell each other that, and that's got to be the thing that people understand, because there is not going to be one job that changes your life.
Yeah, it's not.
There's going to be continuity in what you do and what you bring to every project that people are going to start identifying you as.
Yeah.
And so what I'm hearing you say too is just like the process of finding what my brand is.
Yes.
You came into the game, you're a model.
Yeah,
Number
for
one.
sure.
You know, so it's like, that was not a training ground for this. And then now I'm playing these different people where I'm jumping into performing this person. And so now you feel like you know what your voice is.
Yeah,
That's dope.
and I feel confident in it now. It's just like, okay, if that's not where I'm at right now, that's fine. It might come back around later. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am right now. How do I become serviceable now, rather than trying to be something I'm not and stressing out that I can't get, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then I just enjoy it more.
Yes.
Like sitting here talking with you, I enjoy it. I don't feel pressure of like, oh, I gotta say this or anything. It's like, nah, Keke the homie, we chilling, we talking. Like, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
Sometimes I felt like the stakes was too high in the wrong places when I first was starting. And I'm just like, now I'm able to enjoy it and understand, like, I'm always work hard and push myself, but I'm not gonna like, it's gonna be what it is, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. Like, I'm not about to sit here and like stress over it to the point where it stops me from moving forward and becoming jaded.
Yeah.
That's like the scariest thing in this industry. And it's easy to become jaded in this industry. It's
also faith too that I'm hearing what you're saying.
Yep.
Having faith. What's mine is mine.
No facts.
Can't nobody take it away. I believe that God has a spot for me.
Yep.
Period. Full stop. And
for sure.
that saved us from a lot of stress.
Yep.
During the strike a couple years back, you said it was a challenging time, but it opened my eyes and changed my whole perspective of the industry for good and bad. What did you take away? Because I mean, it was a tough time.
Yeah, it was a tough time, but it also showed me like you do have to like prioritize things outside the industry as well, with your loved ones, but then there's also like your hobbies and stuff too. That's why I love that you do so much, and that's fire, but it's also too because you're an artist, you know what I'm saying? And it's you're an artist in every aspect, and you got to find that within yourself. Like, I would just be like, I'm an actor and that's it.
Yes.
And I would also be scared to be anything outside of that. But the strike taught me like, if they take the business away, what do you have? And then it's also like, you got to remember this is an art form and it's different from the business.
Yes.
How do you still find the art within your community and still be able to express yourself as an actor while this is going on. But then it also showed, like, my mom and dad used to always be like, you need to have a plan B. I was like, no, I don't. Like, what? Plan A? Like, why would you tell me to have a plan B? But now I see why. Stuff like this happen, you do need to have a plan B.
You really do. Or just some other ways that you can diversify your portfolio.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It could be part of your plan A. It's like plan A, B. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to plan for failure, but you do have to plan for these pivots. And I feel like that's what it taught me, you know? And it also showed me just how, like, it made me really grateful for, like, crew members and stuff.
Come on.
Being on set, around your crew, your craft person.
The
like
crew
crafty.
is my favorite folks.
Bro,
I love the actors,
Yeah, of course.
The
But
crew?
The crew is what gets you to set
What up,
every day.
my homeboy Key Grip?
No fact.
What's up, Electrics?
No
what up,
fact.
Crafty? Can I get a sandwich?
No fact.
Like,
Crafty is always my favorite.
Crafty
It's
is,
like,
we be eating too much over there.
by week 2, I got the usual already.
And baby in Atlanta,
Oh, yeah.
The
I don't
Atlanta
wanna talk about it.
Crafty?
I don't want to talk about it.
they be
I done
going
gained weight.
in.
Nah, facts. It's
That's
crazy.
so true.
It's
I used
crazy.
to love being on Star. They food was good.
Oh, yeah, Star has so... I used to visit
Girl, your boy.
literally and hit lunch during my visit because I knew the food was going to be crazy.
Yes, the food is crazy.
Man.
Okay, this gagged me, you and Gabrielle Union.
Mm-hmm.
You must have been, I mean, we grew up, Gabrielle Union is like the quintessential it girl. You know what I'm saying? Now you're playing her love interest in Perfect Fine. I remember when I saw that, I was like, Keith, is you ready? In my mind.
No, right? No, I asked the same thing in my
Oh my God. So what was it like? I mean, you get this movie, you're doing this thing, and this is like a romance. Like, are you comfortable in romance? I'm very awkward with romances.
Really?
I've never
I'm
really done
awkward,
many
too.
of them.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really like, so like, how did you feel going into this romance?
I feel like I was like, I'm opposite of Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like I got like a real boyish look, I'm gonna be real. So I was like, yo.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, this is gonna be tough. Like I gotta match her energy, you know what I'm saying? And it was just about like me understanding that I was there for a reason. That's when I was running into that imposter syndrome a lot too. Gabby always made me feel like I was where I was supposed to be too. She never like looked down on me or anything. Gabby is so fun. Like she's so
fun.
chill.
Her and
like,
Dwayne, they both
man,
really cool to be around.
I really love them. And
Yeah.
she made it fun and I didn't stress too much about like how I looked across from her on screen. It was just really about being truthful in the moments.
Yes.
And that made it easy too. Numa, our director, Numa Perrier, she really made it very easy for us to just live in the space on set and have fun and play. And I think that really helped me. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the first sets where I really felt like I just let go and just didn't think too much, you know? And that's the beauty about doing a rom-com.
Oh.
It's like you really get to play and have fun.
Yeah, because I need that funny.
Yeah,
I need
no
that
fact.
funny. I'm not
You
about to
for
give you
sure.
the Titanic hand on the window steaming.
You can do both though.
That would piss me off, Keith.
Really?
I don't know why I'm like that. You know, maybe it's like I got, I don't know. Look, if Gina Prince Blythewood said we're doing something like Love and Basketball and it's Lovers in the City, and then I'm gonna pull up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do what it takes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be nervous. I'm gonna have to go to that guy and be like, look, dude, we got to make out today because
We gotta break the ice.
We gotta break the
You
ice.
don't want to go first date and it is the
It looks stupid. No tongue. How far are we going?
No.
I gotta get into it.
no facts.
Because that's so, you don't want to offend anyone. It's
Yeah.
just so much to think about. So
Shout out
it's
to intimacy coordinators for real. That's like one of the best things a set could ever have. Like you really create like a routine out of the kiss scenes, sex scenes, all that. Like the intimate scenes in general, you just really create like a routine. You understand what everybody comfortable with. That mediator is like, nah, that's like
I'm
that's
laughing because
that's
I just
the
thought
one.
about I just thought about a choreographed moan.
No, no facts. No, but that's how it go. Like she'll literally let you know, like, in this moment, if you want to do a little something there, you can. Everything. Are
I
you
love
cool
that
with
you
that?
can.
Yeah. It's like okay, cool. That really helps because ain't nothing worse than getting on set. You just kind of like
You know what I'm saying?
that first take, like what we doing. You know what I'm
so
saying?
weird.
Yeah.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
Y'all, I have questions about everything. What should I cook tonight? Is it jacket weather or am I overthinking this? Should I take that opportunity? And I've been using Claude. It's changed how I make decisions. Because here's the thing. Most AI just gives you information and that's it. Claude actually helps you decide. think things through fully and take action. Like when I'm prepping for guests or trying to figure out whether something I read is legit. I'll go back and forth with Claude, and it won't just hand me some surface-level answer. It pushes back and asks me what I mean. It treats the question like it deserves more than 30 seconds. I also love that you can now connect your health data to Claude through Apple Health. And when I'm trying to figure out if my sleep is off, Claude helps me see the patterns. Try Claude for free at claude.ai/Keke Palmer and see why problem solvers choose Claude as their thinking partner. You've mentioned mentorship being a big part of your life. Who are some people behind the scenes that have supported you in your career? And even if we don't know the name, don't have to be celebrities.
It's really like it's Dustin Felder for sure. My first acting coach, Dustin Felder, was super mentor. I mean, I think he the reason that I kept acting. Because I was like, it was just tough at first. And he had a class that was majority people of color, black people, a lot of people of color, like a lot of black and brown people. And we really just would bring a scene to set and just play. And it was a lot of us in those classes. Like, it was a lot of us. And I think he was like my first mentor because he used to just tell me like, he was like, it's going to click for you, Keith, when you bring whatever you have offset, bring that on set. He was like, you need to bring that to your character. Once you do that, it's going to click. And he just really always helped me when I had questions about just different roles and what I should be doing. He always just tell me to live in the moment and not really stress about like what to do next and just like, bro, just work and get that experience being on set and stuff. And I think that was very important because you want to start off and then start being like picky about moves when you first start off. If you're able to start off and your first thing hit like that and you're able to play that type of game, that's beautiful. But sometimes you just got to get out there. You got to get in the field and just, you know what I'm saying, get those reps in. I would say he was my closest thing to a mentor in this industry for sure, besides like my family, my manager, my team. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It was like Dustin Felder. He was, rest in peace, Dustin. I miss him so much. He was like my true mentor for sure.
I really love that. Shout outs to him, and the impact he made on your life. Yeah. I mean, you are a leading man. How does it feel settling into, that vibe? And how does it also help? Because this is the thing. Once we've been labeled as something, it can sometimes make us overthink the roles we take or the roles we do. So how are you taking on being seen as that without letting it stop your creativity?
Yeah, I think like lead man, I think now we live in such a time that's like we see so many different type of people. It's a progressive time. It's an inclusive time, even though they're trying to, stop that and take away, just seeing that diversity. I think that's what helps me understand that I'm able to be a leading man is seeing the different types of leading men. I think that really helps for me because I just feel like I've always like dealt with like confidence issues and stuff growing up. And even though people I feel like will gravitate towards me just on some natural, like, yo, you cool? I just always felt like for some reason, I'm like, you think so? Like, but like, I just
have always felt that about you everywhere. They always like, Keith is so awesome. He's so cool. I literally, every friend, they be like, tight. You're the guy's guy.
That's dope.
I love that.
I love that too. Like and I'm like, okay, what do I have naturally that people gravitate towards that can be leading man, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? And that's why even sometimes I wear glasses. I got my contacts on. I'll be like, man, I need to wear my glasses more. And like,
come on, I love glasses. Get you a glasses deal.
No facts. And I'm like, I need that to be part of my leading man vibe is because that's me. You know what I'm saying? And it's really the times of like seeing different types of leading men help me even more. Even if someone may look at me as like a prototype lead man, I feel like because sometimes my confidence wasn't always there, I would feel like, or sometimes I feel like I wouldn't bring my goofiness to my roles.
Come on, because
you know
we
what
need
I'm saying?
That.
We need that. And I don't know how I wouldn't bring, knowing Will Smith and growing up and seeing Fresh Prince, how, like what?
Because I think that the world tries to tell you guys, and by you guys I mean male actors that want to be leading men, and then black guys that's silly, that you shouldn't be. But it's like, it's opposite. Women love men with sense of humor.
Of course,
That's why we love the Will Smiths. That's why we love the Martin Lawrence. That's why we love the Jamie Foxxes, because they're funny. And so when you guys do let that off, it's what we're missing. Honestly, we don't see a lot of it. It's always very serious, very buttoned up, very I'm saving the world.
No, for sure.
And it's like I would love for you to save the world with joy.
Facts. Yeah, I think like just the times that we're in also helps too, because I'm just like, oh, okay, I could live in this space and be my own version of a lead man. And like, You make a stand.
I like the it was kind of comedy, but commentary. The one you did with Avin Jogia.
Oh yeah. Dormouse.
Yeah, Dormouse.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very cool, interesting tone,
Thank
and it
you.
showed a little bit quirkiness from you as an actor.
That was fun. Yeah, that was. I really enjoyed doing that, and Avin really set the stage. Yeah, shout out to Avin. He really set the stage and just allowed me to like live in it and like play with my body more in ways that the way I stand and stuff.
And it was very cool. I watched the whole thing and I was like, what is this? I was like, what is Keke doing? This isn't his usual zhuzh.
I had the locks and everything. Like,
I
what's
loved
going on?
it. Very cool.
Yeah, no, that was fun. Yeah.
You celebrated 1 year alcohol-free this January, and this has been a big thing that you've been talking about. And as somebody, I know I'm not your best friend, but I've known you for years. I never saw you really drinking crazy or anything like that. And so I thought it was very interesting you taking this stance and really making it a big thing, especially because it doesn't come from you having had a problem in particular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what made you want to be vocal about that? And congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I think really it was just like the feeling of like, I have a lot of social anxiety in certain places within the industry. Going to certain parties and knowing that you have to talk to a lot of people and then having those moments. I don't know if you have this moment, and you probably do, where it's like, what if I run out of things to talk about and we just sitting there?
Yeah, that's why my ass ends up being mean, because I'm like, oh, yeah. It's because I'm anxious. Like, people think I'm just being, she knows what to say. No, I'm word vomiting.
No, and
because this is so weird.
Goodness, yes. And I think in spaces, what happens is you become a social drinker.
Yeah.
Then I started depending on it. It's like, I would take, to be full transparent, I would take a shot before going on the carpet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when I knew I was like, wait, what am I doing?
Right.
That's kind of crazy. And then it just led from that, and then hearing other people's stories. I didn't realize a lot of actors are sober, 100%.
Yeah.
And I would just see a lot of interviews. I think one of the latest ones was Tom Holland. He was talking about his sobriety journey, and just because it was just so normal to have a beer,
especially being from England.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They be like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. And he was like, man, he had to take a break from that. And I was just listening. I'm like, man, I kind of relate to that in a way where I just feel like it's easy for me to be like, yo, let me just pour up real quick. Let me, and that's for cool. Sure. And if you drink in moderation, whatever, I'm not trying to tell nobody how to live their life or nothing like that. But I know for me, it was like, man, I don't like the idea that I'm dependent on this.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to do dry January. Dry January turned into, all right, I'm going to move that dry January to February. Then it turned into okay, 75 days I could do. Then it was like, I got to go for the 100. And I've been feeling so good, mentally, physically. When I got to that day 100, I was like, I'm going the rest of the year. I feel way too good. And it's crazy. It kind of feels like I got myself back when I stopped drinking completely.
Wow.
I feel like I could live in a space and then be me and not worry what people thinking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to let's get a drink at the bar so that to loosen up a bit. None of that. I'm just no, I'm chilling.
Sometimes we have to listen to our bodies when it's something's
facts.
just not working for us. When we feel like it's keeping us from ourselves.
Yep.
And that could be in a number of things, whether it's alcohol or food. I remember I did a movie or TV show in Berlin, and smoking out there is very casual. So then now I'm on the nicotine, and now I'm
facts.
but now my head is aching, and now I don't know when I'm hungry no more. And now it's like this isn't working for me. And so it happens. And as long as we keep checking in with ourselves, I think it's important. So I love that you shared that. Something else that really is amazing to me, which it's always been my dream to one day do, is run a marathon. And you just ran a marathon.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't run a marathon.
You didn't?
No, not yet.
You're about to.
I signed up for my first half.
Oh my God.
Yes, but I've been running a lot though.
So you want to run a marathon? I do too. How has the training been? I mean, I like to run, but as a woman, sometimes my hormones get out of whack from the running. I know that you can't relate, but
for sure.
That's always been my running and hang up with it. But I've wanted to run a marathon. Yeah. So what made you want to do it?
I don't know. One day I was just I think that started from being sober and having this sort of energy where I'm I want to start. I ran track in high school, and I was I want to run. I'm going to go run because I've been seeing a lot of people getting into running and joining run clubs. And I was like, let me go run a mile.
Yeah.
And that first one hurt. I was like, man, why did I just do this? Hold on, my win ain't what I thought it was. Then I did it again. I just kept doing it. And that's the beauty also about today. You find that community on TikTok or Instagram. Runner, you just look up and you hear all these stories. And I just kept doing it. And I realized how present I am when I run. And it's sort of like meditation where when I'm running, I just feel I just get this time to just be with myself, breathe, and like, you know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel about Pilates. And I love how you also talked about how taking something out of your life. Because this is the thing, what I think happens to us sometimes with consumption. We're in such a consumerism, and we're always being told that we need something outside of us in order to feel comfortable with ourselves. And look, sometimes, whatever it is, you might get into it every now and then. But a lot of times we think we need that. And really what we need is to run.
No facts.
Or to go join a knitting club.
No, that's real. No,
or
real.
to do something that's going to allow us to be more in community. For me, it was Pilates, going up every morning.
Pilates is amazing.
Going to my class and seeing my girls and say, hey, girl, like, oh, I just got this coffee. I'm about to go over there. You coming with me? Like, that's actually what I wanted to feed me. Not this thing or this new whatever, but actually I wanted to be engaged with life deeper. And so I love how you brought that around to that, because yes, like sometimes you just want to be out in the life running and feeling the air, the wind beneath your wings.
No, for real. That's running is just for my mental health, honestly. It's really a hobby. Like I'm gonna do my first half marathon, and I'm gonna do a full marathon. I got to get there mentally for the full. I'm not quite there yet.
And do you run the whole time, or can you walk a little bit?
You can do whatever you want. I run the whole time, but like I tell people, like if you want to stop. Like don't be out there and stress yourself out.
That
like
is
do
vicious.
whatever. No, you learn. It's crazy. Every run is different. You learn a lot. I've definitely learned like running slow and taking my time. It's just like life. It's the great mantra of life. Like take your time. You're gonna win the race. It's your race to run. It's tunnel vision. You're not racing anyone else in the streets. That you by yourself. Spend that time and take your time and breathe and just realize you don't have to impress nobody. I never want something to become a chore. Or I feel like I gotta get validated from it too. Yeah, that's the other thing. You could also get lost with that with these apps. Like I love my Strava, but
honey, my Oura ring had me judging my sleep. It's like, girl, you're supposed to be at rest.
No facts though. Like, but yeah,
only 2 hours of REM. Okay. Let's get into the love of it all. Because congratulations to you and Ryan for getting engaged.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I got a big old wide picture of it. Yeah, I do.
Oh, I love that.
Because get into it. They look very hot.
Nah, that printout is fire.
They're a very beautiful couple. And no, you can't have it, Keith. It's going up in my room. It's for me. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I mean, I know you guys have been together forever. When did y'all meet? Did y'all meet in the industry?
We did.
Okay.
It's very industry the way we met. We met at a Teen Vogue party.
Okay.
In like 2015. But it's crazy. We both did like this African Awards show. I forgot what it was called.
I love
it was
African Awards show.
It was so fire though. Like it was so fun, and it was downtown. And I remember, that's when you would do PR. And you don't know what type of PR you're doing. You just show up.
They told you to come.
Yeah. And I pulled up, and I remember being backstage because I had to present, and she had to present as well. And I remember this was crazy too, because I remember sitting next to one of my old castmates, and I was talking to him, and I looked to my right, and I seen her fixing her hair. She had like a green dress on, and I was like, yo. And then he called me back to talk, and I looked, she wasn't there no more. And I was like, who was that? Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And she's so graceful, so I know how she touched that head.
No.
You know how she be.
And then like fast forward, I see her at the Teen Vogue party, and I was just like, yo, who is that? And I was like, wait, that's her from the awards. So she was across the pool, and I just went over there and introduced myself. And then I said bye to her and her mom. And then we reconnected on socials, and we were just friends for like 2 years.
Oh my God. And then obviously you introduced yourselves to us as a couple. But then there was a brief moment where you guys were like, oh, maybe, I don't know when, I don't remember exactly what was even posted. Yeah. But you guys were still together. So was it kind of like a way to get people out y'all's business?
Yeah, everybody always, I see people make up like narratives around that time, and I don't mind talking about it. We just took a break, honestly. Yeah. We took a break. We was having little issues within our relationship, just like natural
anybody
stuff.
Does.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing crazy. We were just like, let's take a break. And we took a break. And during that break, we actually went to counseling as well.
Independently or together?
Together. And that was really helpful. Like
I just love this. This is right.
That was really helpful. I think like that really opened my eyes to like a lot, just having someone like a mediator to like talk to you about things. And it was just something that I never really talked to any adults in my family about in their marriage or anything. So it was very new to me, but it worked out for the best. Like it helped us come back together, understand each other's side. You know what I'm saying? Understand each other a little more. And yeah, we ended up getting back together after that. But yeah, we took a break, and it was needed, and it was it was a healthy break. Like it was a break with an intention.
Well, sometimes
You know
what
what
can
I'm
happen,
saying?
I don't know that this is what happened with you guys,
Yeah.
but sometimes what can happen in relationships is now we just a unit.
Yeah.
You know,
no
and it's like, I
facts.
love that we're a unit, but it's like, I also miss me.
Yeah, no.
You know, when it
we
was,
talk about that a lot.
you know, so I think, I
Yeah.
don't know that that's what happened with you guys, but I know for me, a lot of times, like, when I've had moments where it's like, let's take a break or let's try to find it, deconfigure ourselves from being totally just us,
Yeah.
so we can still be ourselves and
Yeah.
us when we come back together, you know,
Exactly.
kind of thing. So,
Yeah. And me and Ryan talk about that a lot. We never want to lose our like individual
yes, individuality. It has
individuality
to-
within our couple. Like we are a couple, but we also have our own dreams, and we respect each other's dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the fact, I mean, Ryan is super talented, and she's been wanting to do this way longer than I have. I learned a lot from her, you know what I'm saying? And I never want her to like lose that because of me. You know, I don't ever want her to lose that fire. I'm gonna be behind you. I'm gonna have your back the whole way. So you ain't gotta worry about it. Just do you. And then vice versa. So yeah, it's cool.
So what let you know? Because it's like a big jump to be like,
Yeah.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Yeah.
And your parents are still together. They've been together. So marriage, I'm sure your representation of it is like,
Yeah.
it's the long haul.
No facts.
So what made you say, now's the time?
It was crazy. Like
I've had this moment with a lot of girls on my show, but I don't know that I had it with many guys.
that's
So I'm like
crazy.
so living.
I think I always wanted to get, like, I knew once I fell in love with Ryan, I knew I wanted to marry her. And I guess like when you always hear these stories about when it's the right time to do it. And like the right time is really when you set the intention to just do it.
Yeah.
When you start ring shopping, you understand, like you start listening to your partner about what she want and like how she want her proposal and stuff. And I know I want to be with her for the rest of my life. And I was just like, man, like after the break and we got back together,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to waste no more time with Ryan being my girlfriend. I want her to be my fiance and my wife. And I was just like, I started planning instantly because I was just like, getting through that meant so much to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I was like, and it's crazy because like when I say, like we were together for a minute before I got engaged with Ryan. When I said, I'd be like, I like to make the joke to myself, like, man, I took a long time. But it wasn't because I wasn't like trying to put it off.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know. I was having so much fun, and me and Ryan are like best friends, and like this, she never put pressure on me to do it, but
'Cause she already knew what was
once it
hers.
hit where I was like, yo, hold on, I gotta do this. I gotta make it happen. It was
Yeah.
quick. It wasn't you know what I'm saying?
Did you tell your parents first?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, all day. I told my parents, and I was like, I told my parents though, like the second year of us being together. I'm like, and I remember telling my Uncle Curdy that, rest in peace, my uncle. He was like, hey, you think Ryan the one? I'm like, yeah, nah, for sure. Like that's that. I know for 100% fact. And yeah, it's really like no timetable on it. I mean, I wouldn't advise y'all to wait years. Like, don't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. Don't leave somebody just, your partner just sitting there, but do it when, is the right time for you, and do it your way. I think that's what stopped a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's what I think growing up, I always would think about getting engaged in a way that felt very highlight really,
Yeah.
and not like
Yeah.
a real, like, do it your way, what makes you happy, how you could do it in that time, because that matters more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You can get to all the logistics and stuff later. Just do it how you want to do it. I think sometimes we get lost in like the glamorous side of it all.
Absolutely,
And then
just
we-
the show.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people use that as an excuse to prolong it. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? You ain't got to do that. Just like do it your way and then make it happen.
I could see y'all having a book. I'm ready for a little newlywed show. I live for
man.
y'all individually, and I live for the unit. Like, I'm
Yeah.
seeing all the
I
IP
appreciate that.
we can do. Call me as a producer. I'm there for you. Okay, we have to talk about, you reunited with your new edition co-star, Al G. Smith, in The Gates.
Yep.
That trailer looks crazy.
Yeah, nah.
It's like, so this is a horror film. How are you feeling? Is this your first horror film?
It's a thriller.
Okay, is this
but
your first kind of this
It
kind of
is my
ooh.
first kind of thriller.
Okay.
Yeah, it is actually.
It looks so good. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
end up. Oh, first of all, we got to say, rest in peace, James,
rest in peace, James.
Van Der Beek, who passed away. But you guys got to work together before he
Yeah.
passed, where he's kind of the villain in this movie, and he's hunting y'all down. I mean, what was it like filming the movie?
I mean, filming the movie was fun. We shot in Tulsa for 18 days, all night shoots.
Tulsa, that feels
Yes.
historical.
Tulsa,
in
Oklahoma.
itself.
It was. Yeah, we went to the museum. We learned a lot about the Black Wall Street riots, the Tulsa riots. And
a lot of hunting down.
Yeah, no, facts. And we spent a lot of time together. Me, Mason, and Algie spent a lot of time together.
Shout out to Mason.
Yes.
Gooding.
Yep. Yeah. Mason. We spent a lot of time together offset. And like to stay on track with our sleeping, we used to stay up on the weekends so then it could match our schedule going back into the week, because all night shoots for 18 days is intense.
It makes your brain hurt. Like I did a horror movie one time called Animal, and it was all night shoots
all night shoots.
And it makes you your life is upside down.
Literally upside down. It was crazy. And then I met James on set. James was like amazing to be around. Like, I just really respected his POV on life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, and that's why I'm like really gonna miss James even more. And I wish, I just want to pick his brain more and like just be in his presence, because he just really talked about his family in a way that really made me happy. And I'm at a point in my life too where I have this dream, like we all do in this industry, but also I don't want to lose sight of like my loved ones and what really matters.
Amen.
And to hear him talk about that, and then what happened, it was just like, it hit me hard when I heard the news, because I had no idea. He announced what he was dealing with after we were filming. I don't know what he was going through when we were filming, but when I heard the news that he transitioned, I was just like,
I love the transition.
It hit me really hard, because I was just like, I just remember him inviting us to his trailer one day at lunch and just talking to us about his family and how his kids, talking to us about like his kids, the idea of possibly wanting to act and stuff, and him talking about, being on a TV show and,
making
his whole life, like, chasing, well, we all chase like that next job. And he was able to like really appreciate the now and where he was at and what he had now. And I was just like, that's literally something I'm dealing with today, of just like understanding like, I'm always have my goal, but if I don't appreciate where I'm at now, what I have around me, it ain't gonna matter if I get there, because I'm gonna get there, and then it's like the movie Soul.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Yeah,
shout out to Jamie Foxx.
Shout out Jamie Foxx. Yeah, that's Jamie. He got to that point where he finally performed, and he was like, man, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be. And he stepped outside and he realized, oh, it was always here the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I wanted. And I feel like that's where James was, and I really respected that about him.
It's important that he shared that with young men like yourselves.
And he was a beast on set too. And like, he was playing like this
really crazy
he playing an evil pastor. So like,
I didn't even know the pastor part.
Yeah.
That's
like,
wicked.
It's and for him
Cynthia, I'm kidding.
No fact.
I don't know why I have to do this stuff.
for him to do that and then be who he was offset, it was just like, to see him so present in the work, regardless, our movie, you could say it's a small movie, but he didn't treat it like that. You know what I'm saying? And he treated it with so much like just respect and just intention, and I really appreciate it about him. And I wish, I had more time with him, of course, but our cast is really
how I
dope.
thought completely about New Year's resolutions. He randomly did a post at the beginning of the year, and he was like, everybody's talking about, but why would we do New Year's resolutions at the top of January when things are dying and taking a break and hibernation and birds are flying? He's like, we should do it in spring when things are growing
I didn't see
again.
That post. That's fire.
I loved it. Now I'm throwing a New Year's resolution party in the spring.
That's crazy.
Because I'm like, let's set our intentions.
No,
it's for all
sure.
the girls.
No,
and
that's actually a really dope POV of doing resolutions.
I loved it, because why wouldn't we do it when we're ready to blossom?
We'd be stressed out after Christmas.
You know what I mean? Like, and now we got to think about resolutions.
Yeah, like that.
The year just ended, damn. So yeah, shout out to James.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about the movie, The Gates. Okay, well, I hate that this is ending.
I know,
this
is so fun.
I always play a game with all my guests. Okay. So we're going to play the Keith Powers dating hotline. Here's how it goes. I'm going to give you a real life dating scenario.
Okay.
And you will give us your best advice.
Oh, snap.
This is one of the show pilots that I have. I'm kidding. Okay, here we go.
All right.
I've been dating him for 6 months. Mm-hmm. We act like a couple, but he says he doesn't like labels. What should I do?
Set a boundary.
Now, what are my boundaries, limits? Because what if I love him? You know what I mean? I don't really want to lose him. Yeah. So how would I do it without totally losing my man?
I mean, I feel like you tell somebody what you want, and he don't like labels, but you do for some reason, and you feel like that makes you feel official, and you feel like that's that's what you want, you say that, and you set that boundary, like, this is what it is, this is what I want. And y'all figure out a way to talk about it. But if you act like you cool with that, then that's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So
I live.
like you set a boundary, yeah.
Okay. She says she doesn't believe in splitting the bill. Thoughts?
That's a crazy question. I mean, not believing in it is crazy, but nah, yeah. I mean,
Sometimes we gotta go Dutch.
I'm the person that always trying to pay for the meal regardless. Of course, with my partner, with Ryan, but then like with my friends too. So it's like not believing in it is like, so you don't believe at all, but then at the same time it's like I got it anyway. But like sometimes it might switch up. Sometimes you might want, you know what I'm saying? I just when somebody live in such absolutes, I'm just like, come on, bro, we human. Like sometimes you're gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna help you. And you don't have to. Like it's I'm never gonna be that dude fighting over the bill though.
Yeah. I
like
think
to get
it's
up out of
always
there,
cute
too.
to also, sometimes, you be the one to treat. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little non-gender. Okay. He's amazing in person, but he barely texts. Is that maturity or lack of interest? This is a difficult one in the digital age.
I think it's funny because it could be both. But I think like some people just not good texters. Like honestly, and if they're dope in person, that's what really matters, honestly. You know how trash that would be to text somebody and it's fired like over texting and y'all meet in person and it's like
that actually happens to me.
Okay,
I've had that happen because I'm such a texter that somebody will be texting me back and forth.
No, you are actually a texter.
Well, you know I love to text.
No, but yeah, no, I feel like that's not. I feel like that's neat. I just feel like everyone's different. Some people like, you know what I'm saying.
Some people are great in person and they just don't. They just don't text.
I mean, if they cool in person, that's all that matters.
Period. Okay. I found out she went through my phone while I was asleep. She says it's because she has trust issues.
Yeah.
What happens next?
Now y'all gotta unpack that. You gotta unpack where the trust issues come from. Nah, for real, like you gotta unpack it. Like if you have trust issues, why do you have trust issues? Yes. What did you find now that you went there? Do we have to talk about something? So I feel like we gotta unpack that now. Cause that's gonna keep happening. I ain't just like, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna spill over into other categories within a relationship.
I'm seeing the dating show podcast, you and Ryan.
No, I'm not.
And
I am still learning, y'all. I am still no.
Okay, just a couple more because I'm loving this. Okay. They say I love you after a month of dating. Is it too soon?
After a month?
I don't
know why I heard year. Yeah, that might be a little too soon. I don't know why. I heard year at first. I'm like, yeah. Then
so you think I love you after a month is too soon?
I've
been doing it all wrong. This is what my
because it depends.
I thought it was
like,
real.
You could love somebody like as a person, like, oh, that's tough. Like, yeah,
they've always everyone said after 3 days.
Yeah. Because
you might love bombed.
You might. That's what I was gonna say. It could come off very love bomby if you're doing that too early. It's like a month is kind of maybe just give it another month. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think you're right.
What happens? When does something become a habit? 60 days?
Yes.
And it becomes a life, or 66 and after life.
That's what Steve Harvey said.
Yeah, let's wait 66 and 90 before we start saying I love you. Because that could get, you could get into really crazy territory at that point.
Yeah,
it's
trust me, I know.
You just don't know. Everyone don't, that love word is different for everybody.
Yeah,
everybody
and a lot
got different
of times
POV.
it's infatuation.
I think sometimes somebody, and then you on it's the honeymoon stage, y'all on the high. Like, I love you. And then that first argument, y'all over here sitting, wondering if it's just like,
are we gonna make it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this is the last one.
All right.
But this has been, I gotta find the best one to end this on. Okay, hold on. Okay, because you're too good. Okay, here it is.
All right.
He says he's healed, but every disagreement turns into him shutting down and he refuses therapy. What happens next?
He's not healed. it's pretty clear that he's not healed, unfortunately.
But I love him.
My dog is avoidant. Yeah, so you gotta unpack that. It's all about unpacking that.
I know who's not avoidant. It's you, Keith Powers. Yes. And you are so awesome.
Thank you
and I'm so happy
much.
that you came on the podcast.
Thank you.
That was everything. Keith Powers is proof that when you get honest about who you're becoming and you move with clarity in your love, your craft, and your purpose, everything else starts to align.
Keith, thank you so much for opening up, for being thoughtful, and for having fun with us today. And we'll see y'all next time on Baby, This is Keke Palmer.
Baby,